Flames racing across the waters off Long Island, igniting the reality that a modern jumbo jet with 230 souls aboard had just blown up 13 minutes after taking off for Paris. The tragedy prompted one of the largest and most expensive aviation investigations in history. 95% of the wreckage was recovered and examined by worldwide experts in an effort to determine the cause of such a calamity. While the prevailing thought of investigators was that it was an accident, hundreds of others saw it as something much more sinister.
It looked like an arc of light, and then everything came down, kind of like an explosion, but very vertical.
Some eyewitnesses and theorists suggested a missile being test-fired by the USS Normandy near the crash site may have accidentally hit the plane. That was discounted, as well as the possibility of terrorism.
The team found nothing consistent with a bomb, a missile, or an explosive device.
This is what is commonly known as the black box, the flight data recorder retrieved from the wreckage of TWA 800. Adding to the mystery of it all is that after exhaustive analysis, the NTSB has determined that all functions were operating normally.
The recording ends with a loud, unknown noise.
After scrutinizing more than 1 million pieces of wreckage, the focus turned to an accident caused by an explosion in a nearly empty center fuel tank. It's believed that Flight 800 became its own bomb as it sat on a broiling hot tarmac. With air conditioning units under the nearly empty tank, the heat turned a puddle of kerosene into volatile vapors. The law firm, representing more than 100 families of victims, determined in its own investigation that aging planes like TWA 800 had wiring problems, as seen in equipment taken from other retired aircraft. So what was it that triggered the explosion in TWA 800's nearly empty tank?
Ignition was caused by arcing from the scavenger pump, igniting the vapor and causing an explosion.
Based on information from eyewitnesses, radar, and satellite imagery, the CIA produced a computer-generated recreation of the final minutes of Flight 800. The explosion in the center fuel tank severed the front of the jumbo jet at 14,000 feet, pitching it forward another 3,000 feet with flaming residue fuel dripping from the severed tank before the second explosion that doomed the plane. So why did so many people think what they saw was a missile?
From a distance of 9 miles or more, this may have looked like a missile attacking an aircraft.
The FBI says witnesses were deceived by sound that led them to believe they were witnessing the beginning of the disaster rather than the aftermath. Now, in the end, it was a spark that ignited the explosion, and it jolted the FAA to take action. Long after the TWA 800 disaster, the FAA did mandate that all passenger planes, new and old, be equipped with systems to prevent emptying fuel tanks from exploding. It's little solace to the families who lost loved ones 25 years ago.